Of course, on justice for Mohbad, some people will fall by the side. Yes, this is bound to happen. This will come from their lack of understanding or their lack of patience. Some are not into justice for Mohbad for what justice is supposed to be. Some are ill-informed. But regardless, one way or the other, people have added value to justice for Mohbad. Well, you'll be kind of wondering what's happening, what's going on, what's happening. But there is a question that people have asked. If it is the nurse, now we are beginning to hear that there is another nurse that seems to be the sister to Wunmi. But then let's leave that on one side. If it is the nurse, why didn't Wunmi request for police when the incident happened? Let us file that on one side. That is not even what we want to deal with. But that will be the opening so that we can have a better and wider view of what is about to happen. This 2025 is no longer going to be business as usual. It's not going to be like how it was 2024. Not at all. This time around, people are not ready to carry over justice for Mohbad till 2026. They want to put an end to it now ASAP. No more carryover. People are tired of the shenanigans. That is the reason why this that you're about to hear, what you're about to see, came up. This is bursting internet right now. Social media right now is on fire on this one. It is important that you listen to it if you are for justice for Mohbad. If you are resolute and you believe that justice for one is justice for all, that is what has kept us all moving, pushing, because we know that should any of us fall behind and refuse to go further, it will weaken us and it will not give us that we are expecting to get. Mohbad's father maybe somehow talks of, oh, it seems this man must have had some kind of discussion. This is sort of like dropping seeds of discord, but it is okay. Why? Because it will help to adjust. It will help to checkmate, which is important whenever you are pushing towards a direction. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, this is exclusive. This is hot. On Justice for Mohbad, we stand. Please like, share, tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Returning subscribers, those that have been here, a very big thank you to you. And to those that have tapped on the thanks button, the one with the love icon, $sign in love it, may God bless you. May God replenish your pockets. Your pockets will not run dry. If you like what we do, you are for justice for Mohbad, kindly tap on the same button, that button that says thanks. Still on justice for Mohbad, this is hot.
The deceased wife, why didn't she arrest the nurse? That's my question. I think I've spoken. Someone else can go.
I want to go on. Good evening, everybody.
Personally, I wasn't there. I don't believe that she killed her husband because I wasn't there. But my point is that according to the deceased wife, if you listen, she said the nurse came in and the injection went haywire. That was what happened. Through that, the husband passed on. My question is, where the doubt comes in for me is, if a nurse came into your house, injected your husband, and he passed on, what did you do after that? And what did you do after that and before that? What was her action? That was what I said, and I've repeated it. You can go ahead now, Mr.
Was killed in his house, and yet all the 15 are working free as we speak. The government have been complicit in the death of Mohbad. The Lagos State government have been very complicit in the death of Mohbad. In fact, they are comfortable that Mohbad actually died. That's the truth of the matter. If they were not comfortable, the Lagos State government will not be telling that reporter that Mohbad Nikoloma Kuni. That is to say, àìmọye àwọn tó ti kú dànù. It's none of his own business. That is a man that was voted into power to oversee the lives and properties of Lagosians. Not only has he failed in his closest, he came to the public and he amplified his failure to the whole world to see on social media, and yet nothing is being done. That's to tell you that Nigerians, they are on autopilot of destruction. Those that have the power in that country, they have destroyed that country and they don't give a damn. I want to tell you that everyone that has contributed to the death of Mohbad, or that has contributed to covering up the killer of Mohbad, all of them will be held accountable by God Almighty. They shall be held accountable by God Almighty. It is not about their class. It is not about their power. It is not about their money. God will ask them, what did they do when Mohbad died? The blood of Mohbad is on them. The blood of Mohbad is on them and their family members. Not only on Wunmi. Maybe they are mixing it up. Because I know some of them will say, thank God. I'm just looking at the case. All of them will be held accountable. The blood of Mohbad is on them too. For the fact that they know the truth, but they refuse to prosecute it. The blood of Mohbad is on their hands. Talking about the professionals. Mohbad's lawyer should be investigated for the role he has played in the death of his client. It seems it's more comfortable that Mohbad died mysteriously like that. He doesn't have any problem with it. Perhaps because he has become inner caucus member to Wunmi, the killer of Mohbad. The hospitals that Mohbad was taken to, they should be held accountable for what happened after Mohbad died. The hospitals hold it to the public and to the courts to give vivid description and details about the position of Mohbad's body when he was brought to their hospitals. What state was Mohbad in? Details need to be told to the public or perhaps to the court of law. The guy that sold that coffin, that church coffin, to Daosha, that resulted in mutilating Mohbad's body, that guy owe it to the court and to the public to come out and explain why he decided to do that. Everybody that has had issues concerning Mohbad's death or his burial deserve and owe it to the public to tell them, to tell the public and to court what happened. I believe in Sanshitu, and I believe Sanshitu will do the needful. He has the experience on his side, and I believe with him at the end of affairs now, 2025 shall bring forth new beginnings in justice of Mohbad. It is no longer business as usual. Odumosu is gone, and is gone for good. Sanshitu has the sagacity. He has the professionalism. He has the wherewithal. His past record, experiences can say it all, that Sanshitu is the man for the job. And that is why Wunmi and all the rest, they are running enter, scatter as you speak. Because the equilibrium has been made to be unbalanced. The situation is no longer in the state of equilibrium like it was before when Mr. Odumosu was in charge. So they are scared to the bones. They are petrified. They are afraid of what will befall them. And like people will say, Liam paternity remains an important part of justice for Mohbad. I know there are a lot of hypotheses about who the father of that boy will be. But what I know is this. The father of that boy is a mover and shaker in Lagos State. It's not just ordinary errand boy. Any errand boy is disposable by the politicians. I will say it again. From my own point of view, Baba of Liam is a mover and shaker of things in Lagos State and not just an errand boy. Any errand boy is disposable by the politicians. And with the way things are working in Lagos State concerning the death of Mohbad, that should tell us that it is not an errand boy that is protecting Wunmi. It is someone that has the power to do so. Someone with enough political influence to turn things in a negative direction concerning Mohbad case. Someone that has connections with the governor for him to turn a blind eyes to the death of Mohbad. Someone that has this connection with the police for them to work from answers to the questions when they went to visit Mohbad's house. Someone that has Ifon at a corner is the one connected with this case. And he is Baba Liam. He's not just an errand boy. As much as Liam resembles about 10 people, all of them have deposited into that well. I'm not denying that. But Babalaye Ololomo, on the lonja fita beka shiri Wunmi àti ọmọ come about two. The Lagos police, they cannot be working for Anyan. What concern Lagos police with Anyan? Lagos police cannot be working to protect Sam Larry. There are many Sam Larry that the politician can use. But who the father is not the Lagos State police cannot do without. I'm telling you the truth. He can resemble anybody. That boy can resemble anybody. But the DNA done under serious scrutiny and monitoring will prove that that boy is not for Liam. And if they take it further, let the king go and do the DNA with that boy under close monitoring. If it does not come back 100%, then we'll move on to the next chapter. But at the stand, the king is the owner of that baby, not Anyan, not Belashmuda, not Sam Larry, not those small boys. They cannot hold justice of Mohbad to ransom like they are doing. They don't have the power and the strength. It's the Oba that is drumming support for Wunmi, not any boy. But as God lives and his spirit liveth, God shall smite them like he smote the Egyptians at the Red Sea. As God lives and his spirit liveth, God shall smite them as he smote the Herod. As God lives and his spirit liveth, God shall smite them as he smote Goliath. And the Egyptians and the Pharaohs that we see working against Jephthah today, very soon we shall see them no more. Because God is going to war with them and victory shall be ours. God bless you all.
Present her daughter to Mohbad doctor to take the sample for they will order women to bring the baby so that Baba Mohbad doctor can take the sample. You see, because Baba Mohbad require for this in his application to for the court for women to bring the baby so that he can do the paternity of the child and be sure that this child belongs to the family. So the court will grant they will grant Baba Mohbad what he has asked for. They will accept what he asked for. Baba will go and do it, then bring the result. On the other hand, what they did, it didn't go through the court judgment, but it is still court, but not through court judgment. They didn't fight, argue. What they did is that they both went behind the scene. They sat down. They agreed that, okay, if I will do it, the result should not come out to the public. They make some agreement between themselves, and they were okay with the settlement. Then they bring it to the court that this is what we have agreed upon, that we are choosing you as a third party to mediate. Okay, Nobody will come and be part of it. You, court, you are the one that we trust. You are the one that should go take the sample through the doctor that you bring. So the doctor will take the sample, will do everything, will give the result to the court, then court will read it to us. So it's a two different things. This one, nobody won. This one, the both parties negotiated. They agree that yes, they negotiated. Wunmi agree, then Baba Mohbad also agree. They went to condition. They conditioned themselves that if I will do it, then you will not announce the result. The other side, okay, if you will do it, the message that if the result comes outside, it doesn't favor us, we will give you 40% of the property. We don't talk about it, don't argue it, just keep it calm. They will negotiate. It's negotiation. We cannot see the negotiation. Anything can happen there. You get. But through court process, we will see the result, we will see the judgment. But this one we can't see because it's negotiation. You see, so we don't call it court process. Normal court process, it has to be the judgment from the court. But there was no judgment from the court. They didn't fight in court. Two of them negotiated behind. Baba legal team and Wunmi legal team, they both negotiated behind and they were fine.
So
that
but
is
in
it.
in that negotiation, they concluded that the court should help them to undo it, the whole
Exactly.
thing. So it is not in the hand of Baba, it is not in the hand of Wunmi, it's the court that's going to do it.
The court will do it and invite them to come and
I
see the
invite them
result.
to come and hear the results and see it.
What did they negotiate? Negotiation is anything that will convince the two parties, that will make them say yes. I don't want to fight. But Baba was ready to go through. In the beginning, Wunmi asked for court order. Why did Wunmi went to negotiate? Because she knows she will lose. I blame Baba Mohbad for negotiating with them. Baba could have said no.
Is the lawyer that
Baba,
work.
no, just wait now. I'm just. But whether lawyer, we use any of them. They both of them, they are synonymous to each other. Okay. Lawyer listen to Baba Mohbad. Without lawyer have to cooperate with Baba Mohbad before they do anything. That's how it's supposed to be. So I blame Baba Mohbad team. Okay. Baba Mohbad team could have tell Wunmi team, no, you guys have been asking us for court order everywhere. Now we want to give you the court order. To get court order, they have to fight in court. But Baba lawyer didn't fight in court. Instead, obey what Wunmi want and they leave it in the hand of the court to do it. And that's why they are saying that this lawyer is not welcome and that should leave. It's part of the reason.
My brother, if the family agrees that it will be within them. No, wow, there's nothing hidden in Nigeria. There's nothing hidden. The truth will still come out.
There's one thing you don't get. There was a negotiation. Let me say me and you.
I know.
Jibes, wait now. Jibes, wait. Let me give you a clue. Let's say you at Baba team, me and Wunmi team. And I know that maybe that baby doesn't belong to you, G-Banks. Okay? And I approach your legal team representing you. Okay, let's negotiate. Okay? Now, whatever the result says, okay, don't argue it, don't say anything when it comes out. Okay? 60% of the child property, of mobile property, I'm going to give you. Are you okay? They find a common ground to negotiate on things that can convince you not to make more problem. You know, the whole world right now, if this DNA is not done, people who Baba Mohbad responsible, they will think that it's negotiated. But now that they went through the court, if court come and bring result, Baba will show, reluctant, like, not willing to fight. You understand? Because of the negotiation.
If they have done this, there's nothing we public is waiting for.
How would you know? Tell me how you will know.
There's nothing for us looking for justice.
If Baba Mohbad has collected millions, how would you know?
And there's no need for us looking for justice again now. The man has accepted.
If the man is not looking for justice, how would you know? If he's not looking for justice, how would you know? If you are here for more than 1
they have already negotiated.
You can't tell me what negotiated.
They have already negotiated on how much they will give him if the son is not his or the son is the.
No, you're not. Oh my
that means he has already accepted his fate.
It's just an illustration. It's just an example.
It's just an example. I said we don't know what the negotiation is.
Welcome back. You heard it all. Well, it's one of those things. We have to decide. We have to create benchmarks if we want to get results, if we want to really achieve. And that's basically what is going on there. If we are to look at certain people who have already left justice or are no longer interested, if we are to look at them, you might want to get kind of weary of it all. Of course, there is this urge to be weak Having looked at it all and you are wondering. In fact, some people are like, if Bankole and Smith are not on board, we are out of justice for Mohbad. Why? Because they are also thinking of integrity, efficiency. While some people are like, don't say nothing about Mohbad's father, even if he made mistakes. And some are like, why can't we call him out? Are we not donating? Is it the one that brought his son out of the soil? Are we not the one? Did he clamor for that? We did, and we should be able to speak. It is one of those things. There are some that are like, oh, Mohbad's father, there is a possibility that he might have somehow had a meeting with Wunmi on DNA. And the conversation and the conclusion is that, okay, DNA will be done, because we heard this at the beginning, that there was a meeting, and the conclusion of it is that DNA will be done. The results will not be publicized. The team Wunmi were the ones that were talking about this, pushing this narrative out, and Mohbad's father had to address it like, what do you guys mean? Like, I agreed and said that DNA should be kept secret, or DNA will not be done at all. He has concluded that lawyer on ground, the one that has been handling the coroner inquest, will dig into this DNA. I'll tell you for free, if this DNA had been sorted a long time, and I don't know why this DNA thing is pending this way, maybe they feel once the DNA is sorted out, people will lose interest in justice for Mohbad. Let us even say that child is not for Mohbad. Will that stop people from losing interest in justice for Mohbad? Then one will be facing something different. People will be looking at her with that bombastic side eye, like you. So basically, that's what it is. What are your thoughts about this one? Drop your comments. See you in the next update.